one time some guy got fucking high on peyote or something and saw a huge moose or a fucking gorilla got loose or something. And they're like, oh, made the story of fucking Bigfoot.
And he couldn't say man gorilla. He just said Sasquatch.
That's the words that came out.
That's the word that came out.
That's a Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. That dude is fucked up.
This guy's running through the village yelling Sasquatch. Hey, Jebediah, you know what a Sasquatch means?
Doing homework outside of class, it doesn't dictate anything about work ethic. I mean,
Sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely. Yes, it does.
I didn't do a fucking. Me and you took a different route that a lot of people don't think about. Mm-hmm. Like going to the military. There's a lot of people that don't realize that is a fucking amazing entry level path to take for somebody that doesn't really know what the fuck you're gonna do. I mean, you might get into a position in the military doing something you don't like or don't want to really do, but the opportunities that they provide you to start your life off right when you're old enough to know what the fuck you're doing, dude, that's a great path to take.
Oh yeah, and then
but they don't push that.
And then they pay you for school.
Yeah,
go to school.
Oh, whoopsie! I did.
Or puss or mediocre. That actually scared me a little bit.
Did it? You were
I was looking this way.
Get out of here, you fucking flies again. They're back.
Dude.
Let me tell you, fucking. You know what I did the other? There was a fly landing on my toolbox, and we were whipping each other with our little towels or rags,
dude.
And this fly landed on the fucking toolbox, and I go, and I fucking nailed his ass, and he fucking flew at KLYB and shit.
Dude, that was fucking epic.
Yeah, I probably couldn't do that again. And I felt rushed too because Timmy was trying to go in to catch it to feed your fucking spiders.
Yeah, I've had spiders.
He's got some. Yeah. Yeah, it's like crabs, but not as fun.
No, they're actually way funner.
Speaking of crabs, those ones came out of their molt, or one of them did at least. We haven't checked the other one.
Oh, cool.
So Bailey's gonna be getting her crabs here real soon.
Hermit crabs. To me. Exactly. That was weird.
Are these okay? So we're talking hermit crabs. Are those the ones that have like the spiraled shell?
They walk like sideways and shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they can have spiraled shells.
They can like change shells.
Yeah, they change shells. Okay. I think your spiraled shell, you were kind of thinking of snails, but not.
No, like the hermit crabs. I know they can like pull their butt out of the shell and like switch shells.
If only you had a computer in front of you to Google what a
when they're growing, they have to change homes and get a bigger shell.
Helms.
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 Yeah,
Homes.
that's
Homes.
exactly what I was thinking. So have you
did
ever
not Google that fast?
I did. It's right here. Hermit crab. That's exactly what I
Looks
thought.
like plankton from fucking SpongeBob.
Kinda. So my question with that is, right? You watch these hermit crabs when they get bigger, they just find shells on the seafloor and they switch shells, right?
I don't know.
And that's like their home?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume. I've never seen them in the wild.
Where does the shell come from in the first place?
Other hermit crabs?
Yeah, but who grew them? Who grew the shell?
Nature. Sand. Probably.
Where do you ever walk the beach and like find seashells?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
where did seashells come from?
Like if you find like a clam shell in like a river, that shell came from a clam. The clam grew with the shell. It had a shell, and then it died, and then you find the shell. the hermit crabs, where the fuck does the shell come from? If they don't grow the shell, they just transfer to a bigger one when they're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck grew the shell? I saw a video on hermit crabs switching shells the other day, and I was like, well, if they don't, like, if the shell's not attached and they don't grow the shell, where the fuck does the shell come from?
I don't know.
Right?
I'm sure it's just like
one of
sand.
those Google machines.
I'm sure it's like sand, like compressed over years and years or something. I don't know.
Where do
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
It's dinosaur fossils.
Yeah.
hermit crab, dude? First one. Where do hermit crab shells come from?
Why is that the first one? Why is that such a common question?
Unlike snails, hermit crabs do not produce their own shell. They use an old shell made by another animal, such as a marine snail.
There you go.
So there it is. Yeah, man. I was like, I watched a TikTok on it. This fucking hermit crab like sniffed around this shell, and he's like, oh, I like it, and he like picked his butt up and like dipped it in the other. He's like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Was that the question you wanted to ask us?
No,
Oh,
no, we just
That's
started.
pretty wild that came up.
yeah.
We started talking about hermit crabs, and I was like, if they don't grow their own shells, where do they come from? Marine sea snails. That's where they come from.
Cool. So what's your actual question?
My actual question is, have you guys seen... No, let me start with this. Jeremy, do you believe in Bigfoot?
No.
Old Sammy Squanch?
No.
Same squanch?
No?
No.
You don't? You believe in old fucking Big Beard?
No, I believe there can be something out there, I guess, resembling that or whatever. But
Typical atheist.
how's that? That doesn't. Okay.
I believe there's something.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think there's Bigfoot?
I'm sure it came. Yeah, I'm sure it came from like one time some guy got fucking high on peyote or something and saw a huge moose or a fucking gorilla got loose or something. And they're like, oh, it made the story of fucking Bigfoot.
Peyote saw Big Moose.
Well, it had to have been a long time ago, you know. They probably didn't have crack cocaine back then like this.
And he couldn't say man gorilla. He just said Sasquatch.
That's the words that
That's
came
the
out.
word that came out.
As a Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. That dude is fucked up.
This guy's running through the village yelling Sasquatch. Hey, Jebediah, you know what a Sasquatch means?
So the reason I'm asking is because not that long ago, well, let's see, about 2 weeks ago, there was a Bigfoot sighting in Colorado, and there's some new video that came with it. I don't know if have you seen it?
No.
I showed you the other day at work, and it's pretty good video.
Honestly, it doesn't look. It looks like a dude in a big furry suit.
My thing is, after all these years of all these like sightings, this and that, why are all the videos are just like far away, blurry as shit?
Well,
like,
I mean, this one's not really all that far away, and it's not really like blurry per se either. It's more or less like he's blended into like the mountainside that he's in. But
See,
you
he's
can
blended
clearly see him walking, and then he just kind of squats down and watches as everyone like goes by.
I don't know.
Okay, so my stance on it is, I think Bigfoot's real.
Okay.
I definitely think Bigfoot's real. If you think about all the area that's actually populated in the continental United States versus all the area that's not, there's a lot of fucking place for Bigfoot to hide and not be discovered. Now, the thing that fucks me up a little bit is the trail cameras. There's a lot of guys that think they're fucking hunters and they put trail cameras out everywhere. Why has nobody gotten like a clean fucking shot of him on a trail camera? That's the one that fucks me up.
Yeah, because there isn't anything to get.
You know why?
Why?
he's not real.
No, either that.
Like
Or,
if you were
he's smart.
another foot taller, so if you were 6'7",
Yeah.
and I saw you on the other side of the mountain,
Yeah.
with your beard, and you squatted down just to take a break, like I could turn that video over to people and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I spotted Bigfoot."
So the video actually looked fairly like a animal figure or something, but it looks like it could just be either like a really tall dude in this fucking furry suit thing, you know, or I don't know. That's just basically what I think it is. It's some dude in fucking.
I mean, yeah, that like the video. I don't know, man. Like it's one or the other. Because I mean, you could see like the hair flowing, like in the wind and like shimmering.
Yeah, but that
off with the
doesn't mean
sun.
that would make
But
it
you would
real.
think that if you were a Bigfoot living out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, right? You're gonna be stuck with fucking cockleburs, stickers. Like you're gonna be a matted up fucking mess, right?
Mhm.
Let your dog go live out in the CRP for fucking 2 weeks. His hair's not going to fucking blow in the wind and be all shiny in the sun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be a rat nested fucking cocklebur mess.
Yeah.
So I think maybe the video is probably a dude in a Bigfoot suit.
I mean, the guy that took the video himself even said that, like, you know, he's like, it's fun to think about, you know, but he basically was like, I mean, it's probably not real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was there in person.
I mean, the dude genuinely took the video, not knowing what it was, unless he was in on it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Bigfoot's. I think he's real. Definitely, like the northern lands, like up in Canada, there's plenty of fucking room for a Bigfoot to never ever be discovered. Same with like Alaska,
Yeah.
but you know,
Well, also, this was in Southwest Colorado too, so it's more like desert
yeah,
there.
yeah, because it looked like he was in like sage,
Mm-hmm.
mountain sage.
So it's possible with your whole theory thing of cockaburs and stuff like that that he wasn't going through a lot of thick brush and shit.
That
A lot of open area.
yeah, that could be, dude. See, now we've got reasonable explanations for all of it.
Somewhat reasonable, I suppose.
Reasonable.
What about Loch Ness? Old Nessie.
Ooh, dude.
So I believe that a lot more than Bigfoot because I believe there is so much ocean that we have not.
Loch Nessie wasn't in an ocean
That's
though.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, but
It was in a mountain
right.
lake that was really deep.
Yep.
The Loch
But
Ness.
I'm just talking.
But I believe in Nessie. I'm with you.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I'm not believing it in like a mountain lake. I believe there's creatures that
Could be like
we
that in the
have.
sea.
It could be like that in the ocean or sea,
Oh, for sure.
but not in a mountain lake.
Well, hold on. Let's see.
I want to say like Lake Loch Ness is like 2,100 meters deep or some shit. Like ocean, it's ocean deep.
38 kilometers long, 1.7 kilometers wide, and 230 meters deep.
230 meters deep.
16 meters above sea level, and is connected to the sea by a 12-kilometer long river Ness.
See, 230 meters isn't that deep to me.
No, that's not. I was wrong. I thought it was one of those fucking mountain lakes that are like, 10 feet from shore, you're in 230 foot of water.
Yeah.
But I was wrong. It's definitely not one of those. I'd
Leave a comment, people. Do you guys believe this Bigfoot thing? I'll try to put the video up and see. I just got to find out where I can get it. But do you believe in Bigfoot? Do you believe in Nessie?
Bigfoot's our boy.
Yeah.
He's real.
Throw a comment in there and a like while you're at it. If you could. Helps with algorithms.
Sorry, I interrupted.
That's fine.
But around town, you see motherfuckers with a Bigfoot like sculpture all in their yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a meaning behind that? Because there's like certain houses that have it, or people just
No, so what I
like that.
think it is somebody did it once and all the rich people in town were like, "Oh, that's cute. That's funny. I want one." And then they go buy one. You know what I mean?
Could see that.
Now, like my dad, his place, he's got that. So where the big elk in front of his place, the bronze elk that's out in front of his house, the same place he bought that from had like a 9-foot tall Bigfoot like Yeti statue that was all concrete. And he was going to put that out in his front yard, but they sold it. So then he bought the giant 9-foot tall fucking bronze elk. But I think most of the people in town are doing like the Yeti thing because they saw somebody else had it, and there's not really a meaning behind it.
Yeah.
But I do have a story from high school, and I swear to God I saw Bigfoot in Iowa.
He's definitely not in Iowa.
No.
So
He's in the Pacific Northwest.
it was in the middle of the summer, and we were going down a back highway, and I was getting ready to like pass this house. Or no, I passed this house and like 200 yards past the house. Here's this big ass fucking hairy ape thing walks right across the fucking road. And me being like a junior in high school.
Stoned out of his mind.
No.
On peyote.
on peyote. Started screaming Sasquatch. Dude, I slammed on the fucking brakes of the car, and like it like walked, stopped. I slammed on the brakes, and then it took off running into the cornfield. And I was like, what the fuck? Turns out it was a guy just playing a prank on people as they drove by in a big like monkey suit. But I got to thinking, and I was like, God, if I had a gun and I really wanted to be the guy that fucking caught Bigfoot,
The guy could have got shot.
that guy would have got fucking blasted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even thought twice about it. I would be like, Bigfoot, shooting him. And I would have fucking killed the guy.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to throw that video up of Bigfoot if I can find it. If not, I do have another video that is hilarious of old old Jeremy fucking taking a little tumbler down the stairs there.
Jeremy.
Oh, ow. Ow.
How did you feel the next day after that tumble?
Honestly, I wasn't very sore. I thought I would be really sore because I went down.
You're
pretty
not
hard.
very-
It
You
hurt.
did a weird like spin
Yeah.
move thing.
Yeah, well,
It looked like your ankle probably bent like it shouldn't have.
it was
Ow.
very.
That
Yeah,
hurt.
I don't even know how to explain it. It was the weirdest fall I've ever had in my life. Like, just absolutely came out of nowhere. I didn't trip over anything.
Yeah.
I
Just missed a step or something.
No, I was at the top of both the steps. Like I didn't even start stepping down yet. It was like in preparation to take the step down, and my feet just came out from underneath me. And in order to like avoid landing on the steps, I had to do this little like tuck and roll cartwheel, really athletic move.
Yeah.
to get away from landing on the steps. And
When I first saw the video, I thought for sure that what you were trying to do was like a 360 gainer off the steps and then like stick the landing. And then it was just a piss poor failed attempt. But
no, because if I was trying to do it, I probably would have landed that. But since it was so unexpected, like all falls are.
You made a
I
fucking great grunt sound. She was like, I can't even mimic it.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Me and Kylie sat there and watched it for probably 45 minutes. And then like a few hours later, she would like pull it up and just start laughing. I don't know if you saw later the next day, she posted a new TikTok. That same day, I was going to put. So you saw that's kind of where we keep our water dish and stuff for the dog and his kennel and everything. I was going to put his water dish on the bowl, and it's one of those gravity feed ones, and put it down, came up, fucking nailed my head on the damn thermostat.
Ooh.
And she was right behind me. She's like, what the fuck? Same day, just a couple hours later. Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's that time that we need to call Kylie and start talking to her about putting him in a home.
Yeah.
He can't be left unattended.
No, not. We're just gonna skip the home. We're gonna take him on an airplane ride. We're gonna strap him to your
Airplane ride.
chest. Both of our chests.
Yeah.
And then as we
We'll sandwich him.
yeah, we'll sandwich him. Yep. And then we'll release. We'll go our separate ways into our parachutes, and he'll just go to the ground.
And then he just looks up and goes, KLYB. Yeah.
You ready for that? Prepared?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Start losing the marbles a little bit, man. It's time to
Yeah,
go.
it was a rough day. That was a tough day to walk around my house, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was laying there on the ground doing my grunts and like saying how much it hurt. And all of a sudden, you can hear in the video, she did at first ask me if I was okay.
Yep, I heard that.
No, I think she says, "What is going on out there? Are you okay?" Because she heard the big old crash. And then she came out, and instead of like coming over to me, that's how she caught the video, is we have a pet camera on our table over there. And yeah, she's like, "Oh, it's got to be on that video." It was.
It sure was.
Dude, the best was like you hit the ground and you just were like, ow,
Ow.
that hurt.
You're like questioning it almost like, ow.
Oh,
It's good stuff. I love videos like that.
yeah.
When it's not myself getting hurt, it's funny.
That's why we need a camera guy rolling on us all the time.
Yeah, because it would have been epic to see you crash on your scooter.
Oh my God, yeah.
I would have loved to see that.
Jaden tagged me in a video of somebody crashing.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, God, yeah, I wish I would have crashed like that because that was way more graceful than I did.
Yeah.
Mine was way worse.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Did you fuck the scooter up when you did that?
Dude, honestly, I don't know. I would assume no because I didn't get a bill for the scooter, but I can neither confirm or deny if the scooter got fucked up.
Either or neither. How? That is the second cocksucker that I've smashed with this hand, and it just gets up and
It's because you're using a strong hand.
this is my weak hand.
Using my strong hand. My germs.
Take the strong hand.
My germs. Good movie.
It's okay. Which one was that? Second one, right? Yeah. It was better than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was Scream, right?
Scary movie.
Scary movie. This is the time of year where you see all them masks running around.
Mm-hmm.
The Scream mask.
I used to have one back when the original Scream came out.
I remember when I got too old to have like a Scream mask. They came out with the ones with like the little pumper
With the blood?
and the blood comes down. Like that would have been cool when I was 10.
Yeah. Wait, why are you too? You're never too old for a Scream mask.
I mean, yeah, you get to a certain age, you run around with a Scream mask, and then people start calling the cops on you.
So you're not doing anything wrong.
Well, I mean,
You should. You know what you should have done?
what?
You should have lived out your dreams. Got yourself one of those masks for COVID, and whenever you went to the store, you walk in with that and just be like, "Yeah, it's my mask."
They'd be like, "Are you wearing a COVID mask underneath that?" And then just start pumping the blood down the face. Fuck you. See the red? That's COVID. You gave it to me, you bitch. Dude, these fucking flies, man.
Yeah, we have a couple days of warm, and they're fucking just.
It's the time of year that they need to fucking go away.
You probably should have just not turned the heat on, left the doors open and shit, and just let it get cool as fuck as here as possible. Cool as possible.
Sometimes I think that they come down.
Oh fuck!
What?
Old blues.
Old blues.
Getting weak.
Yeah.
Stay strong, Woody.
You need to stay there till 100. We're coming up on
We're
100.
getting close.
We're getting close.
Pretty close.
I gotta
Ooh,
look
nice.
something up here real quick.
That sounded
'cause I was
warm.
gonna ask you guys another question. Oh, we were talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness, the Jersey Devil. Have you ever heard of the story of the Jersey Devil?
Heard you say something about it.
Yeah, dude. So the whole like myth behind the Jersey Devil is from like where my backyard when I used to live there.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, man. Like when you're deer hunting in the woods, where there, like a mythical creature was like invented, the story behind him is like it's a little uneasy at night when you're walking into your deer. Every little like glimpse of like coon eye or deer eye, you're like, oh fuck, it's following me.
Mm.
The Jersey Devil, though, that's one I didn't really
believe in?
buy into that one, though, you know?
No.
There's same with like that Owl Man or whatever. Have you heard of that one?
Owl Man.
Yeah. Owl Man.
You mean Slender Man?
No.
Oh.
There's a mythical creature Owl Man.
I bet if you just typed in Owl Man, that's probably
Yeah.
he's new to Google.
Sometimes referred to as the Cornish Owl Man. I think this is more of like a Great Britain. Yeah. It lives in Cornwall, England. I watched like it was like a Bigfoot documentary, but it was like all the mythical monsters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about this owl man, and like the scariest part of it is like it's got like these giant fucking eyes, and they're like when you would shine like a light through a field and shit at night, you'd see like its eyes reflecting, and they say they were like the size of like car headlights, but like this close together.
There's a superhero called Owlman, apparently.
Is there? It's
At
probably
DC.
based off of that.
Maybe. I feel like he would be a villain, maybe. Right?
Dude, have you ever seen an owl without feathers?
Yeah, they are creepy as fuck.
Have you?
No.
You've never
No.
seen that?
No.
Oh,
Why
dude.
would I?
Scariest thing you've ever seen in your
Where
life.
would you see? Where do you see an owl without feathers?
Google.
Google.
Like, why were you googling that?
Well, because I saw it somewhere one time. I don't remember where or why exactly, but I was like, or I heard something about it or something. And I looked it up and dude, it's fucking,
I'm guessing
it is the weirdest looking creature.
that somebody at some point saw a featherless owl and decided that was what aliens look like. Because that's what aliens look like. I'm going to show you a picture in just a sec, Jeremy. Right here.
It does kind of look like an alien a little bit.
Dude, like it looks like...
You can't see that.
Yeah, I can't see shit, but I can get the outline of it.
Dude. That's... You know,
I could see that being
feathers, like, you know, they look
I could see that being like the basis of somebody's alien. Like, this is an alien.
right.
What an alien looks like.
Right. I think somebody found an owl with alopecia, and they were like, ah,
Alopecia. How'd they scream?
yeah.
That's not even how it was.
They saw a shooting star, and then all of a sudden they were like following the shooting star,
And they found a fucking
and they found an
hairless owl.
alopecia owl,
featherless owl.
and they were like, that was a UFO that crashed, and this is the Martian that lives in it.
And it's here now.
And they probably killed it. Froze it in a freezer, held on to it for 30 years and didn't tell anybody that they had an alien.
An alien owl.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah. That seems logical,
I mean, that's what I would do.
right?
I mean, at that point, if you killed one, right? Say it was an alien. You killed one and you have possession of it, you know too much. Whoever's going to come retrieve that alien from you, whoever authority member you call, they know that you know too much and they're going to kill you. You can't tell nobody about it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't know what I would do if like I was deer hunting at a tree stand, one of those landed next to me.
Well, I don't expect it to be flying, really, because it has no feathers.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
What would be worse?
If it was flying, though.
Well, what would
That
be
would be
worse is if
creepy.
you were in a tree stand and you saw this thing using its fucking hind legs to climb up the fucking tree, and it's just like at you, looking at you the whole time.
Maybe that's how the Jersey Devil got started.
maybe somebody in their tree stand.
An alopecia owl.
An alopecia. I think the Jersey Devil is a little bit bigger than an alopecia owl.
What is it? Chupacabra?
Chupacabra.
Isn't that like a skinless, hairless
Okay,
fucking demon
so
dog?
I swear I've seen one of them before
Chupacabra, huh?
down in West Texas.
Oh yeah.
That's where you see them.
Yeah,
That's Chupacabra
down
territory.
there working on the turbines down there on one of the mesas. It was called Indian Mesa, and to get up this mesa, you have to zigzag down at the bottom and then gravel road that goes straight, like basically straight up. And, you know, one side, just like a mountain, one side, and you're dropping off. The other side is straight up. And we're driving, and it's 5:30 in the morning, so it's pitch dark. And these roads are bumpier than fuck because nobody's ever, you know, you can't really maintain them that well, being all that out in the middle of nowhere. And we were driving, and we were going up this mesa, and all of a sudden the fucker just comes bolting across in front of the car. And like, I'm not kidding you, like it cleared the entire road like a deer would, like just cleared the entire road and jumped and went up this hill and just nowhere to be found again. But it wasn't a deer. Didn't look like a coyote. Like, it looked fucked up.
See,
it was real.
Now
Did it have red eyes?
We'll just say yeah. I didn't see him, but
I could see the chupacabra being something more legit than the fucking Bigfoot.
Like hides in like little mountain rock caves or like desert caves during the daytime.
It looks like a fucked up, like skinless coyote hyena thing.
Let me see.
well, I mean, they are real. I've seen it.
Well, you think you've seen it.
Oh, dude.
So it just looks like some sort of fucked up dog type creature.
There's like this one looked like a skinless greyhound, like skinny but fucking
Maybe it was a greyhound.
long and fast. I don't think so.
Are you sure?
No.
How sure can you be? Because everybody knows they don't live in Texas; they live in New Mexico and Mexico.
Did it look like this?
What is that? A coyote?
Did it look like this?
First of all, again, I can't see it.
Yeah,
You have a tiny computer screen, but
Because if it looked like
it did
that,
not look like that.
if it looked like that, that's a coyote with mange.
That's more likely, I feel.
Now,
See, we have reasonable solutions for all of these questions.
Yeah.
nope.
No,
it
that's
wasn't. It was
100% not
chupacabra.
it. It's chupacabra.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
They don't make attire like clothing and shit like that about them if they're not real.
What?
Right? That's why Bigfoot's around.
Santa?
Yep. Real.
Now, the abominable snowman, like the snow yeti, that's the one that I'm like, why would he could live anywhere? Why is he living up in the fucking mountains? The snow-covered mountains where it's just uninhabitable.
There's seals and shit that live in Antarctica. Polar bears.
Yeah, you ever heard of a polar bear?
Yep. I watched a documentary.
Flabbergasted. I don't know what to say right now.
I watched a documentary about polar bears one time, and they said if you're ever attacked by a polar bear, take both arms and put them in front of your face like this, because a polar bear will not turn its head sideways to bite your face.
He's just gonna bite my arms off and then take my face.
Yeah.
Yep. But
I think I'd rather just have him take my face first.
it buys you a little time.
I don't know.
I don't think I want time.
I saw a video the other day of this polar bear eating a seal, and the seal was still alive the whole time. You just see it like it tried to escape, and the polar bear just pawed it, held it down, like was like peeling its skin off. And the thing is just like, I want to get the fuck out of here. And then he peeled his face skin off, and this motherfucker is still alive, just fucking wriggling around and trying to get out. It was fucked up.
Fuck that.
It makes you wonder, like, at what point did people become such pussies?
Well, what do you mean?
Like, the world is so savage. Every animal kingdom is so savage. Like, I'll eat you. Even, like, tarantulas, spiders. You look at praying mantises.
Yeah.
You have sex with a female praying mantis and you're a male. Good job. You did your deed. Now I'm going to eat you. The animal kingdom
Black widows, too.
Fucking ruthless.
Yeah, no.
And
People
then
are
there's
like,
people...
oh, you're going to hunt animals.
He raped a little kid. You can't kill him. He's got to go to jail forever.
Oh, yeah, that. Well, that and like animals, like, oh, it's inhumane to kill animals for food and whatever, all this shit, you know?
Is it?
Well, that's what they say.
We're the only ones that seem to have an issue with it.
Why no? Well, in our way, I feel like is a lot faster and humane than fucking a polar bear peeling a damn seal's face off.
I want to see, like,
it was weird.
I want to see like an animal rights activist who's like all about like no killing cows and pigs for food. Go tell that to a polar bear. I want them to march up to a polar bear and be like, you can't eat seals. That's mean.
Yeah.
I think they all should. They should do a rally where they all go to like one hungry polar bear.
Yeah, all the protesters.
Protest.
Just go right up there. Yep.
Go protest to a hungry polar bear.
To a school of polar bears.
Or a lion.
Pack? What would a group of polar bears be called?
I don't think they group. I think they're solo, man.
They're called Cokes. That's why they have polar bears as their
Is it
mascot.
really?
No.
I was about to be like, that makes fucking sense.
That's exactly why they use it as the mascot. Because they're Cokes. And they're white. Like Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ain.
A white powdery substance.
Yeah, they're not quite powdery, but
You ever thought about driving around with like little baggies of fucking flour? Like little dime bags of flour and just like slow rolling fucking stop signs just see if you get pulled over with a bunch of like fucking dime bags of flour. Like it's a white powdery substance. Yeah, dude, it's flour.
no, but I did put a bag of Lucky Charms under my seat once and called the cops that it was cocaine. Had them chase me for a while.
That sounds a lot like a movie plot.
No, it's real life story. Happened to me once.
Congrats on getting your balls back.
You're not first, you're last.
Are you hanging there with us on the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
You had the look on your face like you were like, I don't know what movie
I was
that is.
looking at this screen here, reading the shit. So I was getting ready for a punchline, and when he first started saying it, and then
You missed the punchline?
yeah,
Yeah.
because I
job.
couldn't read.
Good job. I don't read good.
Yeah, don't feel bad. I don't either.
Well,
I had to talk to my so my kids just had their conferences last night. And I was explaining to my daughter's teacher that she was talking about her reading and how good her reading is and this and that. And she's like, it's weird. I seem to know another kid that was really advanced in reading for their grade, which was Corbin. And they had the same teacher. I was like, yeah, I don't know where the fuck they got it from because I'm not the reader. And Ruby goes, yeah, my dad can't even spell on his podcast.
I was going to say you should have pulled out a little quick snippet of you trying to spell something.
And so like the conversation was like, oh yeah, like what couldn't he spell? And I was like, cottage. And I was like, which is a shame because I always have a loaf of cottage bread in my cupboard. And she's like, oh, that's not good. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, see, you guys do this fancy learning thing with reading. And
Did she offer you tutoring or anything?
I said, I might have to come sit on some of these reading lessons in first grade. And I was like, I think some of us got the shaft when we were in first grade.
Well, I don't think so. I think it was just.
She was agreeing with me. She was like, yeah, the education when you were going through wasn't. They're like, it's not the way that we like to teach them now because it's not as effective. And I go, see, maybe I would have learned better.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I
'cause
disagree.
Go look at Common Core math first of all. I watched a video.
We're not talking about math. We're talking about
It
reading.
doesn't matter. It's their same like enhanced fucking learning strategies or whatever.
Oh, like, no, I'm
I-
talking like the what is it? The phonics.
Hooked on phonics.
No, it's not hooked on phonics. It's they got a new thing for it. There's a word. What the fuck is it called? Anyway,
I don't know.
they have like this new way of like correlating like the tricky like letters that make a different sound. Like the PH is like an F sound. So like they have like these new ways of like teaching that shit.
Mm. I didn't have any issues on
Which really helps with spelling. I mean, because obviously like you try to enunciate words and shit, like or like sound them out while you're spelling them.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah.
Well, they had like a board in the room that had like a bunch of pictures. So like,
Look at those eyes going crazy.
I'm trying to remember like what one of them was, but it was like different pictures of like items or like fish, right? So there'd be like a fish, and then it would like I can't remember.
Yeah, no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'd have to show the picture to like explain it. I just looked at it quickly and I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
I saw a video a while back about Common Core math, and it was a side by side, and it was like this teacher doing this problem, and it was this guy doing the same problem, right? She was doing Common Core math for the kids or whatever, and he was just doing it like the normal, like we've all learned how to do it, right? So they started. He finished it, made a pot of coffee and a cup before she finished the one problem. It's like, that's really good. That's why our kids are fucking dumb. That and COVID. Thank you.
Oh, dude, yeah. I was gonna say on top of that, like my son's teacher did say that like her third grade class is the most immature.
Yeah.
Like not just class, but like the whole third grade level,
right,
is the most immature group of third graders that she's ever had in her like 20 years of teaching.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want to blame shit on COVID, but she's like, I'm pretty sure us keeping our kids like isolated during COVID fucked this group of kids up, and they're going to pay for it in the long run.
Well, yeah, because like Abby, when the year she was supposed to start school, she was COVID. So her first ever year of school was online. Like, how the fuck is she supposed to learn? She was, I don't even know how old she would have been at that time, but young. You can't learn shit like that when you're that fucking young. I mean, you need face-to-face shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad that we made it through school without having to like bring home laptops and do like online homework and online classes and shit.
Oh, and our fucking snow days were actual snow days.
Yeah.
They give them homework now.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
They said last year, I'm sure Jaden made the kids do it, but I said when they brought those like snow day packets home, I said, my kids are not doing fucking schoolwork on a snow day. Not happening.
So do they still make them? So I know when we had snow days for school, they would like add that day onto the end of the year. Do they still do that if they
have a certain amount of days that they allocate for
right.
For I don't think that since they send them, or not send them, but since they have like the online shit, whatever one that they can do on a snow day, they don't necessarily technically fall behind.
Yeah, it's not
because they're supposed to do the shit while they're on their snow day.
Yeah.
So like they're still holding on to that crutch of being able to do stuff from home.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I feel like that should have been abolished. Like, first of all, I feel like it never should have even happened. But I feel like once everybody was able to go back to school and all that shit, that should be done with. You should not have that. You should not have that out. You should not have. Yeah,
it sucks, dude. Because like Bailey has his computer. All of her shit's on there. I have not seen one fucking iota of homework. You know what I mean? Because like it's all on this computer.
What's an iota?
There isn't. There's no like. I don't know. When I came home, I had like a fucking folder full of papers that I had to fill out and take back. You know, that's what it should be.
If I was sick, my mom would go up to the school or something and get a packet of homework that I missed.
Yeah.
Or
if you're going to go on vacation for a week, you go get your shit ahead of time and do it like, on vacation or technically.
Right. Or, I mean, still just not do the homework
just
that
not do
you
it.
weren't going to do anyway. But yeah, I feel like this crutch of having, like, because do they give you any money for like getting a laptop or being able to do that stuff from home?
They give you the laptop.
Oh.
They send them with laptops. They're like Chromebooks like that.
I mean, I assume that, granted, there's always going to be these, well, you can go somewhere else. You can find places to do this, blah, blah. But essentially not during COVID, you couldn't go somewhere. If you don't have Wi-Fi at home, like I'm sure some people are struggling to find internet at home or to keep internet going. And that was just another fucking stressor on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where, hey, we don't have internet at home, but that's the only way my kid's going to learn.
Yeah. And teachers nowadays would be like, well, there is a public library that has.
But during COVID, public libraries weren't open.
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
You couldn't go
during
do that
COVID,
shit.
yeah.
So and then so now all of a sudden their families probably, some of them might not be even working.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Thanks, Biden.
Yeah.
I mean,
here, have our $100 billion.
If you think about.
Fucking idiot.
If you think about like this whole like homework online homework type shit nowadays with like the Chromebooks and tablets, I will say, like, I'm on board with it for like high school kids. That like high school era, like I'm okay with that because at the high school level, you're expected to be at least mature enough to like, we give you the assignment, you can figure out how to get it done, right? Like you can go to the library, you can stay after school at the school library and do your homework. I mean, like there's options, and you're becoming an adult, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
And on a snow day, I would rather have my fucking kids doing something than playing video games at home all day and not going out and play in the snow. Little kid, they're gonna want to go play in the snow all fucking day. Great, do that. High school kids are like, well, I'm stuck at home, I'll play video games with my friends all day. No, you can do homework online.
Yeah.
That sounds better. So I'm okay with like the high school aspect of it.
Well, yeah, because
But-
elementary kids, they're fucking learning all this shit. This is like their main time to fucking learn the
To
basics.
socialize.
They're starting homework like earlier and earlier and earlier. It's like, I don't think that kids should have homework that they have to bring home and do until like, you know, maybe the end of 7th grade, right? Like
I don't know.
Or,
I don't
like,
necessarily agree with that.
just
I don't think they need to overload them with shit, but send them home with like a paper that's got a
Like-
few basic
like 8th grade,
basic questions or something.
8th grade. Yep. We're prepping you for high school. High school, you are going to have homework. You are going to have to take shit home and do shit on your own. I think they should start like end of 7th grade, like weaning them in, like here's an assignment once
See,
a week or whatever.
I think it needs to be a lot
But-
earlier than that because you start your first jobs when you turn 14 in 8th grade, and you need to learn responsibility way before that shit. Like you see these, we did the episode of Pet Peeves. You see these fucking young kids at their job, you know, great on having it,
Yeah.
but you're there because your parents told you needed to get a job, and you are absolutely shitty at it when you're
Yeah.
there. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I agree, but I don't agree because at the same time, like doing homework outside of class does not dictate a fucking. It doesn't
what's
dictate.
on your mind?
It doesn't dictate anything about work ethic. I mean,
Sure it does.
No,
yeah,
it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
absolutely.
I didn't
Absolutely
do
it
a fucking
does.
ounce of homework. And
Okay, that's you're
and
one
I've
out
done-
of millions.
how many blue collar guys that work a trade do you think can say I did homework every night?
You did do homework because you graduated. You never were held back. Like you got your stuff. You
Dude,
got the stuff done that you needed to absolutely get done.
I did the
It
bare
showed you-
minimum.
See, but you still did that
Yeah.
part. It's the kids that don't do anything at all that need to learn the like. Yeah, I did the bare minimum as well, but I still feel like that that instilled something where like I need to get this done at least. Like this
Yeah.
is at least what I need to do to maintain and to survive and to advance.
It gives you that
Yeah.
that sense of responsibility. Like you have to do this shit, otherwise you're not going to do shit.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from that angle of it.
I personally, I think schools from like a younger age to high school, college, whatever, I think they need to implement more actual real life fucking situations and skills and stuff like taxes. They need to do more taxes shit.
Dude, the best class I had in high
job
school
hunting,
was
that kind of thing.
Best class I had in high school, hands down, it was called consumer math. I mean, it was straight up math that was designed for like your everyday.
Stores and like shopping and stuff like that.
How do you figure out the tax you're going to pay on this basket of groceries if before you get to the counter? Like, how do you figure that out? How do you fill out your checkbook? We had homework where we took home blank checks and we had to write out
Yeah, we did that too.
checkbooks. I mean, that class, you're at home, you're trying to build a shelf. And how do you find the angle that you're going to cut the boards at? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the simple geometry that you use day to day, the simple, like that, those classes are what need to be taught.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they need to overload the shit out of high school with shop class, woodworking, you know, automotive, how to change your oil, change your tire.
Oh yeah, all kinds. I'm pretty sure some schools don't even fucking offer shop and stuff anymore.
There's a lot of schools that don't even have like Clear Lake hasn't like an automotive shop for like classes, but they're college class, they're NIAC.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's how Denison's was too. Is you could only take them when you're like a junior or senior, and you would have to go off campus and go to that for the hour and a half or whatever, which good. You know, I mean, those were great classes to have. But my thing is like
90%.
I think you need to have a class just teaching people what type of workforces are out there. Like I graduated from high school with absolutely no idea what the hell I wanted to do. Like not a clue.
Mm-hmm.
But I also didn't know like different professions out there. Like I went to college.
Yeah.
They're preaching college. Like you need a college degree.
Yeah.
I'm one that did the bare minimum because I wanted to play sports and because my mom was on my ass the entire time through high school. Otherwise, I don't think I would have graduated high school.
Right.
So
dude,
I think parents need to get that through their head. Like preaching to your child, college. When your child is barely, making it through high school, probably isn't a thing. Start preaching to them,
Terrible idea.
Trade school, or just get into trade and do something. Do something that you actually enjoy doing or are proud of, and then go on and follow your dream there, or make it something. Because I didn't find what I actually enjoyed doing, which I do now, until I was 26.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, you look at Corbin, right? Everybody that knows Corbin knows he's going to end up in some sort of digital technology type field. IT, computer programming, hacking, coding, creating. Like, dude, he's going to be in something that's involved with technology, computers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's what he's going to do. Everyone can see that. He's in third grade. He's kind of an anomaly, right? The rest of the kids, they're like, I want to be a police officer. I want to be a firefighter. And then you got all these people preaching college, right? Dude, when I was a junior, the end of my junior year, the only thing on my mind was fucking partying.
Mm-hmm.
Make it through class till Friday afternoon, and then I'm going to get shit-faced this weekend, and then I'm going to start Monday over again. And when I sat down, they do like that. Let's start looking at applying for scholarships type thing, right? They do that your fucking junior year so that you got time to adjust your fucking GPA come senior year. And I sat down and they hand out this list of all the scholarships available. There was one that I could apply for. And the one that I could apply for, I probably wasn't going to get because it was dedicated for like the poorest kid in high school that had zero chance of getting funding for anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck, I better kick it in gear and figure something out. But me and you took a different route that a lot of people don't think about.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to the military. There's a lot of people that don't realize that that is a fucking amazing entry level path to take for somebody that doesn't really know what the fuck you're going to do. I mean, you might get into a position in the military doing something you don't like or don't want to really do, but the opportunities that they provide you to start your life off right when you're old enough to know what the fuck you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
dude, that's a great path to take.
Oh yeah, and then
But they don't push that.
and then they pay you for school.
Yeah.
Go to school.
I went back to school after I got out and
Yeah.
started messing around with like the ideas of shit that I wanted to do. And I got paid to do it, So, I mean, they don't preach enough shit like that. And they just kind of leave kids up in the air. Go spend 4 years at a university getting a degree that you don't know anything about and then be left high and dry searching for a fucking job that is in a career field that you don't want to do anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, oh, by the way, now you owe us a fuckload of money for doing that,
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the future, dude, even now, blue collar jobs, there's not like, they don't push them. They don't prep people for them. You almost have to like be born into some sort of like hard work family to get the mindset of like, I'm going to be a blue collar guy.
Yeah.
You know, there's a shit ton of money in it now. Just wait until there's nobody left in the industry doing it.
There's not a lot of people that want to do it.
Perfect example.
Well, shit, kids.
The other day.
Kids, you ask kids now, and it's not even, they don't even want to be astronauts and firefighters and cops anymore. Like a huge majority of them is they want to be YouTubers or streamers, game streamers or whatever.
And
that's it.
You can make a living at it, but
you can.
Like we're finding out.
It is not easy.
This podcast, we've been at it for over a year.
Yeah.
And it has taken so much work, so much extra time, so much thought,
headaches,
racking our brains. Like, what can we do to be better? What can we do to be better? What can we do? And it's not just hey, I put out a video and there's 100 million people liked it and now I'm famous. That doesn't happen.
No.
So the people out there that think that like you just start a podcast or start a YouTube channel and you're fucking famous and you don't have to work anymore, go think twice, because that's not how it works. It's like winning the lottery. The guys that end up like that with like that one video that takes off and then they can sustain it.
Yeah.
Very few. You know, the Paul brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys were YouTubing for years before anybody even hardly noticed them. Making shit videos, figuring out how to be better to this and that and the other.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, they had some videos start going, but they already had learned what not to do before they took off.
Yeah.
So,
Still douchebags.
hey, but you know, they did say something that caught my attention one time. They were like, hey, we had so much hate going on. All these people leaving comments and saying like, fuck you guys, you're gay. Fuck you guys, hate your content, never watching you guys. And they're sitting there going, they took the time to comment on a video that I got paid for them to watch.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. No, I agree.
Hate all you want. And
Yeah.
I was like, bad publicity is still good publicity.
Well, it's
Once you're at that
bad
level.
publicity is still publicity. It's not good publicity also.
Well, it's good if you're getting paid for it.
Well, I guess, yeah. But with that is all the time we have for tonight. So
Tonight.
feel free to comment on the video, any portion that you want to comment about. Like
Please,
it for the algorithm.
Let me
to help
know.
us out.
I want to know if I have any like other Bigfoot supporters, because I think
I
he's
guarantee
out there. He's out there.
There's a shit ton
If
of
you're
supporters.
with me on the Bigfoot thing, let me know. Dude, when I was a kid, people used to ask me, what's your favorite animal? I used to say Loch Ness Monster.
Did you?
Yep.
I
He's
believe
real.
it.
He's real too.
Yeah. Or she. We don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out this video. Episode. Whatever the fuck this is. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. You're drunk. Go home.
I'm
Go
not
to bed. Go to bed. You're drunk.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. With that
Well,
said,
thanks, guys.
yes, indeed. Thank you.
We love you.
Love you lots.
Love you guys.
Fuck you.
Fuck,
Fuck
you.
you.
Fuck you.
Kayla,
Okay, love you.
bye.
Bye. Chasing her butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and wear their Wrangler. Fuck me in the butthole. Take two. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts.
All right, dude.
Pulled shocks.
Pull shots.